Doki Doki. Oh yeah, what's up guys? Welcome back. Michael here with Doki Doki Literature Club. I don't even know if that's even how you're supposed to say Doki Doki, but I know some of you guys earlier were trying to tell me how to actually pronounce it. But that's how I say it, dude. I can't read. Even though I'm about to read for like an hour right now. Anyway, we're back for episode 2. So what's up, everybody? So one of the things that you guys asked me to do was to do sorority. That's where we left off, dude. There was 4 options. Count them 4. Alright, dudes. So there was 4 options. Let's go back to the game. It's been a bit. Alright, so like I said, dude, there was 4 options. It was Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, Monica. I know it's been a bit, dude, and I hope they don't miss me so much, dude, but I actually feel like Yuri's got a little something for me, dude. Alright, so like I said, dude, a lot of you guys chose Yuri, but most of you guys, did I say that properly? Most of you guys said sorority, dude, so let's go ahead and check her out. Here we go. I'm definitely most comfortable with sharing it with Sayori first. Damn! She's my good friend after all. Sayori. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Michael. I say? I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Best believe it, baby girl. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, she says, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Alright, dude. Jeez, that's what I say, dude. Sometimes I feel like this game knows me so well. Alright, guys, come on. Let's get to it. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki, she says. Are you sure? You don't like it just because I wrote it? She says. Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Michael poem. And that makes it feel extra special, alright. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheets against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori, I say. She laughs, or whatever. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise, see? It's like I said before, Michael. She says, deep down you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori, I say. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason why I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, she says, and I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Well, alright. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay, she says. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Alright, we'll see about that. Let's go ahead and check out her poem. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Alright. She probably wrote it this morning, dude. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this? The fuck? No, she says. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. Sounds like my ex-girlfriend, dudes. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean, she says. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really, she says. Yeah, I say. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast, she says. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Oh, yeah, she is. But next time I won't forget, and I'm going to write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. who should I show my poem to next? Oh, dude, I don't know who you should show it to, man. Alright, let's just start from the top, work our way down, my friends. Here we go with Natsuki. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. What? That's a little blunt, I say. Well, excuse me, she says. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't invoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste? Do you want to get smacked? Hey man, some people are into that and some other people have to pay extra for that. So, hey girl, what's up? I'll pass, I say. She says. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. What? Alright, man, this is nice. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? I like it, dudes. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it, I say. Huh? What? She says. Just be honest, I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because, she says. Everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid, I tell her. Yes, exactly, she says. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it, she says. Yes, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. I can completely agree with her, dudes. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line, so you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what I mean. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something, she says. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. You can't do that, my dudes. You can't do that. Alright. Yuri. So pretty. If I ever find a Japanese woman like this, best believe your boy's gonna pop the question. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. I say, oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. What? Dude, my poem left her speechless, my dudes. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not, she says. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Alright. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why would you ask? Or why do you ask? I'm just making sure, she says. I guess that it might be after reading through it. It's that bad, I say. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Boy kind of likes a woman that can raise her voice at me, dude. Remember, dude, I'm Hispanic. We're used to it. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I say. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up writing styles separate from the topic matters, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the styles and expressivenesses are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, though, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Alright, of course. That's not something that you could be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem, not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with patience and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Me too. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine, I say. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it was a rare opportunity for her. What up? Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Dude, that's that's some beautiful penmanship right there, dudes. But I suck at reading cursive, so be patient with me, dude. Be patient with your dude right here. All right, Ghost Under the Light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one. Yeah, this last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Well, alright. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What the f... Dude, I feel like this game is like hearing me or something, dude. What up? Alright, I wasn't thinking that of all, but it took you a long time to read. What the f... Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. I really... Oh, dude, this game, man. Alright, that's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though short was really descriptive. It wasn't too short, she asked. I usually write longer poems. Not at all, I say. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild, something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Uh-huh. Actually the story isn't about a ghost at all, Maikomo. Really, I say. I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. True, but remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than just tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolic compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining piece of comfort, unable to let go of her past. Well, alright, dudes. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more soul in putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that, I say. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right, I say. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you, she says. Can't count on me out. Alright, dude, here's Monica. Ooh, baby girl, man, she's tall. Ooh, those emerald eyes, dude, I swear. I'm not into anime, guys, but you know. How's it going so far? Alright, I say, yeah, good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things that we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring up things, okay? Alright, I say, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. She might hit me, dude. The other one wanted to smack me. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Because she does the little, this way, I don't know. I like it. Don't worry, Maikomo. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? Shh, not me, dude. Your boy's confident. What's up? But it's that sort of barrier that we're all learning to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. She says, I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so, I say? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common, she says. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Monica says. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in a different way, it ends up being a little more similar than you think, so I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. I say. You're sure you're not reading into it too much? Haha, I could be. Oh gosh, I like Yuri. I think that's what I said. Alright, but in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, happiness, and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yin and yang, baby girl. Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own, she says, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay, I'd love to see you try new things. Oh my gosh, dude. That's the best way to find out the kind of style that suits you. Everyone might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I always help you find what suits you the most, so don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Oh, I say, because mine's manly. Alright, anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Hell yeah. Don't worry, I'm not very good. Psst, you sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Your boy loves a very confident woman, dude. Confident women are sexy as hell. That doesn't mean I always feel the way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Alright, here we go. Oh my gosh, dude, this one's long. Let me get a little... Alright, crap. Alright, hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the directions that spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright, it wasn't too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he was on the other side looking in. Ooh, what? Who are you talking about, girl? Who hurt you? She. So, what do you think, she says? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to be asking for feedback, Haha, it's okay. Yeah, well, the kind of style that has gotten pretty popular nowadays, that is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it could be very powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influenced in my poems a bit. An epiphany, I say? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Alright, baby girl, drop it on me. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen on the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, baby girl. Whew, phew. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room, alright. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone was judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they were just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is Literature Club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Don't be sad. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing, Natsuki says. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? Oh my gosh. They're going at it, dudes. It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Yuri says. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. Natsuki says. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Damn, they're getting feisty. Sayori liked it, and Maikomo did too. So based on that, I'd gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, dudes, when a girl says first of all, you know you about to get into something. Yuri says, excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing styles. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. I don't even know how to pronounce that. And Maikomo liked my poem too. Dude, they're gonna get me in trouble. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Maikomo appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Dude, they're gonna get me in trouble. Huh, and how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice? Oh my gosh, dude, I already know where this is going. Alright, are you that full of yourself? Yuri's, no. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy, I think she said, dude. I accidentally skipped it. Oh, dude, even the music's getting crazy. Sayori says, is everyone alright? Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Maikomo started showing up. Oh my god. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Maikomo. Damn! Dude! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true, Natsuki says. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted? I suck at reading, dude. Convoluted for no reason. I think dude, I'm out of here. Okay, the meaning should just jump out at the reader, not force them to have it to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Maikomo. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Maikomo? Ah, dude, I'm in trouble. Well, both of them say, oh, dude, how did I drag myself into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, dude. It's because I'm a guy and we always drag ourselves into stuff like this, dude. Just go with it, dude. Just go with it, my friend. Okay, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Oh, shoot, dude. Your boy's in a wee bit of a pickle. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna ask for help, man, cause help me, Sayori. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri! I know what that means, dude. There goes my chances with both of them. But Yuri's expression is so defensive that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori, eh? Yeah? Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friends feel like this? Maikomo, well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. Bruh. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? Natsuki says. This is exactly why nobody likes you. Stop, says Sayori. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Learn a little bit from her, my friends. I don't know what would have happened if I would have clicked on one of them, dude. Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful, alright. Sayori stands triumphantly as she should. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea, Yuri says. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face staring at something. Maikomo, so that's why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, Monika says, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, Monika says, I guess that just means Sayori's amazing in her own way, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see, says Monika. Take good care of her, okay, she says. I wouldn't hate to see her get herself hurt. I wouldn't? What? That makes the two of us. You can count on me, I tell her. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. She's a genuine person, really does make a good president regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. I like the way I think, dude. Alright, Monika says, okay everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun, says Sayori. Yuri says, well, I'd say it was worth it. Natsuki says, it was alright, well mostly. Monika, Maikomo, how about you? I say, yeah, I'd say the same thing. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome, says Monika. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Maikomo, says Sayori. Ready to walk home? You best believe it. Sayori beams at me. Yes, beam at me, mija. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, I ask, what about what happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I could see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew, she says. You know, Maikomo, it's nice that I got to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's, every day is gonna be so much fun. I say, it looks like Sayori still hasn't caught onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulders. Dude, give her a hug, fool. What's wrong with you? I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. I don't know what we're gonna do, but let's go. Ah, dude, here we go again. Alright, dudes. Let's go with a little bit of dazzle. Let's go with a little bit of unrestrained. Let's go with Kitty. Let's go with Whirlwind. Melancholy. Tenacious. That's a good word, dude. Vertigo. What is vertigo, dude? I don't know what that means. Let's go with pleasure. I'm making Yuri happy, dude. I just probably should have hit up Yuri instead. All right, let's go with treasure. We'll go with what do we got here? Whistle, dude. I like to whistle. Embrace. Captive. They put fester in here. Jeez. Let's go with Aurora. We'll go with daydream. We got 6 more to choose, my friends. Starscape. We'll go with insight. Oh my god, dude, I'm just choosing everything Yuri. Jesus. We'll go with ribbon. We had to make her happy a little bit, dude. All right, we'll go with pink. Amazing. Vivacious, dude. Electricity. All right. Oh my god, dude, most everything was over there with Yuri, dude. All right, we'll see. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Michael. What's up, Sayori? Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see, I say. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood, but I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Sayori, speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks, I say. I was about to say, best believe. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Aha! Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill into the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Ha ha ha! I knew it, I say. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? Oh! I just got it, dude. She wanted me to buy her something. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. Ow, I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I say, I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in the book as always. Aha! I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, says Sayori. Tell Michael Mo to let me borrow some money, says Sayori. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori, says Yuri. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into the book. Yuri says, ha ha ha, says Sayori. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think of that. You were right though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the revolution. Is that what it said? Oh, retribution. That. Oh, there you go. Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you, I say. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes, so I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Pop! Oh my god, dude, did somebody just cut out of nowhere? Something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! Dude, I thought she got spanked in the butt or something. What was a cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. It's a miracle. It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution, I say. Actually, that one almost worked. Ha ha ha. Natsuki, I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Ha ha. Natsuki, says Sayori, that was so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. So good. Says Sayori. Sayori suddenly clasped her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. Pa que se te quite. You're going through a lot just over one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks good. Yours really looks good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Geez, Natsuki says, beggars can't be choosers, best believe. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine, says Sayori. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Haha. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Did you just really do that? Natsuki says, mouthful. Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes, says Natsuki. Monika, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. Sayori says, I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay, Natsuki says. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Says Sayori? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Those emerald eyes, dudes. That's true, says Sayori. Excuse me, says Natsuki. Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are, I say. I didn't mean to be late, says Monika. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all, Sayori says. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend, says Monika. What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, says Natsuki. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano, says Yuri. I wasn't aware that you played music as well, Monika. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. Sorry, that's so cool. You should play something for us, Monika. Monika looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay, says Sayori. That sounds cool, I say. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Maikomo. Monika smiles sweetly. Dude, as you should. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry, dude, it's the beard, guys, because I haven't shaved in like I don't know how many weeks already. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see, I say. In that case, best of luck. Thanks, says Monika. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. What is she doing in the closet, baby girl? I'm really nervous to talk to Yuri. Oh, I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. He knows what's up. Alright, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. Dude, I hate when that happens. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. Oh yeah, but that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I say. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh. It's fine, she says. If I was forced, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. Oh, if I was focused, forced. Come on, dude. But I'm just rereading this bit of this. So, that's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason, just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book, I say. Ah, well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see, I say. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's very engaging and relatable story. Is that so, I say? What is it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is called Portrait of Markov. Is that a real book? I have to check that out. There's an ominous looking eye symbol in the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was gonna be a nice story, so the dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Mike? Come on, baby girl, I'm a fan of whatever you're into. Shoot. No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so, she says. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into these things. She is so and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just those kinds of stories. They challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants you to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they made out to be a naive one. They made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Says Yuri. Not again. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize, I said. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writings fill in my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry, I say. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. It's the confidence, my friends. I'm sorry, she says. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see, I said. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright, she says. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comfortable. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I'm okay with this, guys. I'm alright with that. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slam my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them. Oh, Yuri, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page here, Yuri says. Alright. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah, I said. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb. After all, flip to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. Dude, my character's tripping, dude. It's alright. Okay. It's as if I feel the wrath of Yuri's face. And she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Oh. I think I got a bit distracted for a second, dude. I would too. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Yuri says, that's alright. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little bit longer. It's probably the least I could do, she says, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, I say thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before me, so I turn it on my own volition? I don't know. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning the page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the pages, letting it flutter over her side as it catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, I say. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so, she says. How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she's also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like, she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they kind of reminisce some of your mannerisms. I see, she says. Yuri remains silent for a moment, but Maikomo, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really don't know where self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Alright, okay everyone. Alright, when I was about to make my move, dudes. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long, says Yuri. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not that. It's fine. Yuri releases her hands from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I say, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? Says Yuri. I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. I say. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be fun to read it with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning, says Yuri. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters on your own time. Alright, I say. I stand up, I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Alright, who should I share my poem first? Alright, let's save this. Bam! We'll just overwrite that one. Yes, okay, good. And then, how do we go back? Okay, return. Alright, guys. Let's go ahead and end this one right there. You guys, again, dude, let me know in the comment down below who I should share my poem with first. Last time we shared it with Sayori. So, if you guys want me to choose her again, feel free to. Like I said, comment down below and drop a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'm Mike. Come on, we'll see you on episode 3, guys. Peace.